We're happy to have you with us today. In today's story, we will uncover 5 powerful lessons about managing money. These are lessons you might not learn in school, but they are absolutely crucial for achieving long-term financial success. As we dive into Sam's journey, we will also learn some new English words and see how to use them naturally in sentences. This will help us practice English in a fun, easy, and practical way, so stay with us till the end. Once upon a time, in a bustling little town full of noise, movement, and busy streets, there lived a 27-year-old man named Sam. Sam was not lazy. In fact, he was hardworking and responsible. For the past 5 years, he had worked consistently and earned a decent wage. Yet, despite all his effort, his life had not improved the way he hoped it would. One afternoon, Sam sat by the side of the road, staring at the ground, completely lost in thought. People passed by him, some rushing to work, others laughing and talking, but Sam felt disconnected from all of it. He kept asking himself, "Why am I still struggling? I work hard. I don't waste money. Why hasn't my life changed?" Sam wondered if there was a real way to escape poverty and achieve true wealth, or if success was only meant for a lucky few. As he continued walking, deep in thought, Sam found himself standing in front of a grand mansion. The building was large and beautiful, surrounded by tall iron gates and a well-kept garden. Something inside Sam pushed him forward. Without fully understanding why, he stepped past the tall gate without permission. Little did he know, this bold decision would lead him to a life-changing lesson about money and success. From a distance, Sam noticed an elderly man sitting peacefully on a garden bench. The man held a cup of coffee and looked calm, relaxed, and content. This man was Mr. Hayes, the owner of the mansion. He was wealthy, but unlike many rich people, he was humble, kind, and generous in spirit. Feeling nervous, Sam approached him and said politely, "I'm sorry for entering without permission." Mr. Hayes was surprised by the sudden visit, but instead of reacting with anger, he welcomed Sam kindly. Curious, he asked Sam to sit beside him. Sam took a deep breath and spoke honestly. "Sir, I've worked hard for 5 years and earned a decent wage. Yet my life hasn't changed. I don't splurge or waste money, but I still can't seem to get ahead. Do you have any advice on how someone like me could become wealthy?" Mr. Hayes smiled warmly and replied, "Anyone can achieve wealth, Sam, including you." Sam was surprised to hear this. "I will share 5 principles about money," Mr. Hayes continued. "These are lessons you won't learn in school. Follow them carefully, and I assure you, you'll be on the path to financial success." Sam listened eagerly. "The first lesson, spend less than you earn," Mr. Hayes said. "The first rule is simple, but most people ignore it. Spend less than you earn. This is the foundation of wealth. If you earn $5,000 a month, save part of it. If you earn $3,000, save part of that too. No matter how much you earn, if your expenses are higher than your income, you will remain in debt, even with a 6-figure salary. Loans, gambling, and unnecessary spending destroy financial progress." Sam nodded slowly, realizing how important this rule truly was. The second lesson, build an emergency fund. Mr. Hayes took a calm sip of his coffee and continued. "The second rule is to have an emergency fund. Life is unpredictable. Car repairs, a leaky roof, medical bills, or job loss can happen at any time. Without an emergency fund, people are forced to borrow money or sell assets at a loss. This limits your options and creates stress. Think of your emergency fund as a safety net that protects you when life surprises you." Sam nodded again, appreciating the wisdom. "The third lesson, invest in yourself." "Now let's talk about investing," Mr. Hayes said. Sam looked uncertain. "Sir, I don't know much about business or stocks," Mr. Hayes smiled. "That's exactly why the best investment for you right now is yourself. Whatever skill you have, carpentry, plumbing, customer service, or any other work, invest your time, energy, and money into mastering it. Learn where your boss sources materials. Learn how services are marketed. Attend courses, buy tools, and read books that improve your expertise." Sam felt a newfound determination rising inside him. He regretted not learning this earlier. "The fourth lesson, increase your income," Mr. Hayes continued. "Now that you are improving your skills, it's time to earn more. When your abilities grow, your income should grow too. You may start your own business or provide higher value services. You will no longer be paid just for hours worked, but for the value you produce. The more value you create, the more you earn." The sky began to darken, but Sam had no desire to leave. He wanted to hear the final lesson. The fifth lesson, create passive income. Mr. Hayes looked at Sam and said, and finally, create passive income. When you apply the first 4 lessons, you should have extra money. Now, it's time to let your money work for you. You can invest in property, start a rental business, buy a franchise, or explore other sources of passive income. Think carefully. Choose wisely. This is how wealth grows over time. Mr. Hayes smiled and asked, "How about it, Sam? Are you ready to follow these lessons?" Filled with excitement and hope, Sam replied, "I used to work, save a little, and hope wealth would come to me. Now I understand that success requires a real strategy. Thank you, sir, for your invaluable guidance." Today, we learned new words and powerful lessons about wealth and financial wisdom. Remember, learning English can be fun when you practice regularly. Keep listening, keep learning, keep growing. Make sure to like, comment, and share how this story helped you improve your English. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next story where we continue learning together.